Welcome to my Christmas in July 2022 video. What you're hearing in the background is my little guy playing. Let me just say before we get started that I had a lot of trouble getting this video filmed for various different reasons. Technology, distractions, other issues. So there are bits and pieces missing, and my projects, none of them turned out quite like I had anticipated, but I still think they're pretty cute, so let's go ahead and get started.
Alright, so I wanted a stained look, but I don't have any stains, so I took burnt umber and black apple barrel acrylic paint and mixed it with some water. I just used the bottom part of a water bottle to mix it in, and mostly used the burnt umber and just added a little bit of black in there because I wanted it a little bit darker. So I mixed up my paint a little bit first, and then I poured in just a little bit of water. I do have a tendency sometimes to overdo the water, and I don't know, doesn't stain very well then, or it's very, very thin anyway. Alright, so I painted on the whole thing, and I did do the entire thing. I did the front, I did along the sides, I did the back, and then I just kind of chose whichever side looked the best. I love the color that this turned out being. It is such a dark, rich brown color, and it's a really, really nice, warm, Christmassy tone. So I believe that the side I'm working on right now is the side I ended up choosing, because the other side of this was kind of rough, and I didn't think it would paint very well, and if I was going to do vinyl on it, I knew the vinyl wouldn't lay down very well. So that is the side I chose. I used washi tape to mark off where I wanted to paint. I wanted the center area, that dark wood, and then I'm going to do kind of a plaid, a Christmassy plaid on the top and the bottom. So first I go in with white, and I'm just kind of pouncing along those edges so that my lines will be cleaner that way. So I kind of pounce it on, and then I kind of wipe it out. Okay, so now I'm moving on to making my plaid design. So first I started with Aqua Splash from Apple Barrel. I used that same washi tape that I have on everything else so far and made my vertical stripes first. And I used another piece of washi tape, that same size, or the same kind, I guess, to use as a spacer. So you see me, painting those strips in. I only did one coat, and I really probably should have done two, because you can see a little bit of that white coming through. I thought it wasn't going to matter as much since I was going to have red stripes as well, but oh well, live and learn. So here I am putting the vertical stripes on, and again I use the exact same tape as I did for my horizontal. Okay, so our sign needs to say something. I picked up this hello at Hobby Lobby when their wood stuff was 40% off. Now, it actually, you see that I had two there, so that actually was just one. I don't know if this is like typical, but it was a pretty thick piece of wood, and it came apart pretty easily. So I just carefully pulled it apart, and so now I have two hello signs, so made it even cheaper. Anyway, so I painted the whole thing with white chalk paint. And then I went through and needed to touch up some areas of the blue and the white. For some reason, I used really thin washi tape for my red stripes for the plaid. And, well, I lost that footage somehow. Not really sure what happened there. But, B, it just did not do as well. I don't know if I didn't get it down as well, or if the washi tape was just too thin. I'm really not sure, but it did leave kind of some messy spots, so I had to go through and touch up all of that. So then I need to attach my hello, And two things I kept in mind when I was trying to do that. One was that I had that little white splotch and a little red splotch there. I just tried to cover that up. And two, I just tried my best to line up the bottom neatly and kind of have it centered. It is wider than the sign, but I was okay with that. I kind of thought it looked cute with a little bit of the letters sticking out. So I just used wood glue that I got at the Dollar Tree, and that is what I used to glue it down with. Now the hello and the round were both a little bit wonky, so I wanted to make sure that it did glue down completely and glue down flat. So I actually put our Xbox on top of it to make sure that it glued completely.
So here it is, all finished. You could actually use it year-round as it is, but I'm going to get some holly to put up at the top and Christmas it up a bit, but of course, I just didn't have any.
Okay, so this one is a very easy, very quick, and very inexpensive project as well. I think the sled was only like 90 cents, and then it's just a little paint and vinyl from there. So there was a piece of it, I guess it was a sticker, and I couldn't just scrape it off with my fingers, so I used a sander, and it still kind of put up a fight. The price tag on the back, I'm really not too worried about. You're not going to see the back, and it's not a gift. Generally, I try and make sure the price is at least gone, but like I said, you're not going to see it, and it's not a gift. So I did take the twine off so that I could paint it, and it was kind of like tacked on there with a little staple or something too, so it was a little harder to get off than I thought it would be. So I decided I was going to paint the, I don't really know what you call it, blade, I don't know, whatever that is, black, and then the rest of it white. So I just very, very carefully did the black part first. I actually didn't make too big of a mess with the black, but now as you can see here, when I went over the white part, I did kind of get it in areas where I didn't want it. So I just took a little brush and some more black paint and went through and touched up all of those areas. And I just realized that I sound kind of hoarse and nasal this morning. Sorry, you guys. So I'm just finishing my touch-ups. I did seem to make quite a bit of a mess with the white paint, so I had quite a few touch-ups to do. I didn't really worry too much about what the back looked like because nobody's really going to see it. So it was somewhere around here that I started kind of regretting the black paint. I really kind of started to wonder if maybe red would have been better since my vinyl is going to be red, or even just kind of some browns and kind of make it look like a faux stain. I'm not really sure. So when it's finished, what would you guys have done? Would you have done the black? Would you have done red? Or would you have kind of tried to go with like a stained kind of wood look? So tell me in the comments what you guys would have done.
Okay, so here is my sled all finished. And like I said, comment down below what color you would have done the blades or the bottom, whatever you call those things. And when you go to find it, or if you go to find it, I guess I should say, in my Cricut profile, it is going to look a bit different because I had to chop it all up to get it to fit on there correctly. Because like I said, I had a lot of trouble filming this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, as always, be sure to like, subscribe, all of the things, and check out my link tree that is in the description so that you can see where else you can find me and find that cute sled decal that I created. See you next time. Bye-bye.